Hello everyone, today in this video we will fight against the Adumas character of our world around us, and today we will look into the Middle East, especially very particular region of this huge territory. I mean the Palestine and surroundings. And one thing we can be sure of, that there is currently a huge competition for land, water and other resources taking place. Yeah, resources, of course, some people say that, and I think it's true that there are some natural gas reserves close to the coast of Gaza, and also there is a battle for basic resources like land and water because two populations are growing. The Muslim Arabic population is growing mainly due to its natural growth because there are many more birds than deaths, and Jewish population is growing also thanks to the natural increase still, but slowly in decay. But there are also some Jewish immigrants coming to this country. That's why their population is growing, and the tensions between these two populations for basic resources are more and more severe. It's unavoidable. And in October last year, open confrontation between these two populations really started, and there is a huge asymmetry in military equipment because as we know, Israeli side is very well equipped and the Arabic side is not so well equipped, and that's why we see classical case of highly asymmetric conflict between two sides fighting for survival. And this is how I see this conflict. Of course, there is some ideological cover, like rebuilding of the temple, like Zionistic something, blah blah, or jihad, or blah blah, blah whatever. But the main cause of the intensification of this conflict that happened, that started in October last year, 2023, because this conflict lasts since 1948, May 1948, when the independence of the State of Israel has been proclaimed and the Jewish-Arabic War started. And with different intensity, this conflict we have since then. So now 76 years. And of course, different intensity. We had several intifadas. So Palestinians uprising against a Jewish state and so on. But now we have open aggression, one and another on open aggression on Gaza Strip, on Gaza enclave, I should say, and the clear objectives were presented from the Israeli side that they want to eliminate this population and take over this land. We know why. I told it in the beginning of this video that, of course, current Israeli Prime Minister wants to quit the justice and other stuff. He is afraid to go to the court, I know, but the main reason for this conflict, I will repeat again, are the shortages of basic resources for these two hostile to each other, for these two hostile and still growing populations living in this small area. That is why we have this brutal conflict, and it's conflict for everything. And now we also see that waging such war against the southern neighbor, so Gaza enclave, people in Gaza enclave, now State of Israel, it's losing its reputation, the residual reputation they still had, and they are losing also the propaganda weapon they were still using against their opponents. I mean, always constant and boring accusations of anti-Semitism, whatever one said they didn't like, and also constant recall of the Shoah, so Holocaust in the Second World War. It started fading away since 2010 slowly, the effectiveness of recalling German atrocities during Second World War. They wanted to have only for themselves, because many people, as I'm quoting Mr. Norman Finkelstein, American Jewish guy who wrote the book Holocaust Industry, describing the way how some people are milking money from it. It started fading away long ago, since 2010s or even a little bit earlier. So now this Gaza conflict will simply extinguish this business, I'm quoting Mr. Norman Finkelstein, even more, and the final reputation of the State of Israel as permanent victim, and also the power of accusing everyone of anti-Semitism is also fading away when people see what this state is openly doing and what comments are their politicians giving, or intellectuals justifying this brutal action in Gaza. No one will tolerate it, of course. And now we see how greed, short-sighted view, and stupidity can ruin everything. No one is winning this conflict. Population in Gaza is actually trapped and expelled from their houses, but Israeli economy is also doing bad, and their reputation and support they had in many countries in the world are also fading away due to their behavior and not responsible comments some of their politicians and intellectuals are making. And what can I say? Here we see how hubris and also difficult situation, I mean competition for the basic resources to survive between two hostile populations, lead to the disaster. And this disaster, I don't know how big it will be, but seemingly with time, more and more countries from the Middle East, from the region, will get involved in it. What will be the final outcome, I don't know, but one thing we can be sure, extreme forces come into play on both sides. And it doesn't give us any reason to be very optimistic with respect to quick end of this brutal conflict. All the best, have a nice day, bye.